So I wanted to get into the whole student finance issue. When I watched your YouTube video, you actually said that that was like one of the worst struggles that you've ever been through in your whole life. And I was like, I hear that, like I can relate, like what was to be your worst struggle. I mean, at the age of 18, that's when it started.
17, 18 was that age.
And went up until you were about 20.
Yeah, so
that's when it got solved.
So it got solved last year. I mean, if I'm being honest, it got solved. It only got finalized this year probably. But I just kept it on camera. I felt like I fulfilled the story that God wanted me to share.
Yeah.
That's it. So
do you want to get into that? Like just for people that don't know.
So like in the first year, I had the issue of student finance where I was promised that I'm fine to get student finance because I'm Nigerian, I'm not British, so my passport's Nigerian, but I've been here long enough to meet the same right of abode. Yeah, so the same standard of like rights. We have the same rights. So by the amount of time I should get student finance. There's a whole kind of breakdown of your age versus how long you've been here. I met everything. So before going to university, I knew this. So I talked to them, and they just changed the law. So I spoke to them and said, "Yeah, no, you're fine to get student finance. Go over to university. By the time you even get there, it'll even make it better for your application. So you're fine." I said, "Are you sure?" Yeah, a couple of people said, "Yeah, it's fine. Go."
So how did you even start off, like?
So you can start university, anyways.
And like your accommodation.
Like I was paying for that myself. So like, I paid for that wholeheartedly myself. Like my parents at the time were paying. So my parents are all international students. My sister also. My dad's doing a PhD, my mom was at the time finishing a PhD, my sister doing a degree, so it's like, you're looking at like, close to like the hundreds, yeah, like that man. It's scary, and it's just like me putting myself in a dead end, and I had like a job that was going to pay me like £30-something thousand a year, something like that, and going to university, potentially just going to this huge experience, so I had to take a huge leap of faith. I was so frustrated. Even the night before moving into university, my accommodation got cancelled. Like 9 p.m. and there's something happened. I lost a set of my money, couple grand, to the accommodation because they cheated me out of it. So there's just an emotional turmoil before I touch university. From like July to September, I moved into university the night before, the weekend before I studied. So yeah, paid for everything myself pretty much. It was money I earned over summer for work. Paid for like everything pretty much. And then was winging it. So the university allowed you like a grace period. So I was just waiting for student finance to get back to me. So as long as you start the application, you can say to them that I'm doing my application, I'm just waiting for them to get back to me.
Yeah.
But they elongated it up until the point at which we're in April now, May, the new year, which is basically more or less the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like you finish your course.
Your
I got kicked out. I didn't have to leave. Bear in mind, I had ups and downs all the time, so I got to the point in which my vice chancellor, my vice chancellor had a business idea, so we started talking, built up a relationship, and he sat at the table, like, "Yo, like, you're going through all this, and you're still training, you're still doing this, like, this is inspiring." He gave me 3 scholarships on the spot.
Wow.
Now time to execute the scholarship. They said, "Oh no, we can't do that." He was just talking, and he wasn't just talking. So I messaged him on social media, and we were talking, and I told him about it, and he said, "Listen, there's not much I can do because he's in a different country trying to solve my issues." Sounds funny, but this is why I talk about influence, because I remember when I spoke to him about the issues I went through in terms of finance, I started, the university started an initiative to help international students. So it's really interesting. So it's good that God put me there because it helps.
It pushed them to
show the importance of an issue.
Yeah, make a change as well.
Yeah, so he was doing more night vigils and things. It was lots of conversation, so it was great to see that, but it didn't help me, which is hurt. But it was okay. So I got to this point where I've got the 3 scholarships that would give me £16,000 and also pay my school fees. Perfect, right? Cancelled, taken away from me. Had to leave. Then obviously Manny started GoFundMe. Luckily, just did it out kind of of his heart. Which is the thing about giving, you just don't know when God will return it to you, which is big for me. You just have to give because it will bring back in the time for you. So that's what happened. So Manny just created that, and the whole community just supported me up until I had £8,000, £2,000 were refunded to GoFundMe. I found that out quite late, but there was like 6k left. I think they took like £4,800 left, which I paid £4,500 to the university immediately. Like I vlogged the whole process,
Yeah.
and then £300 to my accommodation. That was literally what happened. So I had to basically went through the whole year to start again. You had to finish the whole year, got really good grades. So that was it, short. Obviously, and within all that was a dark period of anxiety, and every time you knock on your door, it's me thinking there's someone coming to like
To tell you to get out.
exactly like stuff like that. Like it was incredible. So yeah, it's very dark but very bright. Like in terms of, yeah, it was great. It was defining. Like I was always happy, in as much as my heart was feeling heavy, but I was always happy. There was always joy in my heart. So it was a trying time, but it was a very defining time. Like a lot needed to change, a lot needed to be shown, and like luckily the whole experience, a lot of important things were changed in the community. Like and I got my student finance through a message in the DM. Like they sent me, like that was how I got my student finance. They sent me a message, hey, call us, link in a name. When you do your application for this name, they're going to fast track it, do this, going to do that. Can't believe this happened to you. Like, we're sorry that this happened. Lots of changes happened. And yeah, we go sell out next year. I say this in short, but it's very, very heavy and dark.
I can just imagine not being able to fund your studies, which is something that you're obviously passionate about.
Yeah.
You're determined to learn, but you can't get funded for it.
100%.
But you still went and you started a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You were doing all these creative things that you were still, winning during that period.
Yeah, so for me, it was the creative stuff. It was incredible. God had to put a hole into my life to show me how to fill it. That was it. What to fill it with. So in us, found a business opportunity. I heard of raves that you can make so much money. They need photographers, and rave photography is not anything intricate. It's just messy photos because people need to feel like they were there. That looks sick. It doesn't have to be the same as like an editorial shot. So me taking the camera just doing this was perfect enough to get the job done and make me money. So I found my craft by literally just doing just supply and demand economics. Funny enough, it was just like doing what that nobody else was doing, pick up those things. That's how I found my craft, and I just realized I was good at it. And I started learning. So yeah, so it worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change anything. I would go back and do it again.
Yeah. So that's where photography came from.
That's where Mr. 200 stemmed from. It would have never been like that if I didn't go for that. So I'm eternally grateful for that kind of moment in my life.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's always good to go through something and then see the good out of it. And like I said, you said that was one of the worst, struggles that you've ever been through. And to see that something great came out of it, the person that you are today.
That's what I wanted to show. Black person going through normal black people issues, because black boys go through a lot of stuff that's dark, but it's where do you want to place yourself, and it's important I show where I place myself. So yeah, that was big for me. That was important.
You were so open about it as well. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, it had to be. There's no other way. Serving a purpose if I don't show you inside.
Yeah, the reality, this is what it is.
If a boy in the street could talk about how he's getting chased home every day because he nearly loses his life, he would, but he can't. And I'm not getting those experiences, but what I can share is similar experiences.
Yeah.
That hey, we're still going through dark times. When you come home from running away from being chased or not trying to be affiliated to a gang, but you feel like you have to be because of what your area demands. Because I know you can relate to me. Okay, cool. This is your circumstance right now, but where are you going to? Where can you take yourself? And how can you pull yourself out of it in a smart way? How can you do that? Seeing a role model I didn't see was important for me to be one. So I chose to just learn how to be a leader. It was hard having to give up all the things you wish you could do because you want to be a good example to people that don't owe. And so basically I'm like a carpenter, essentially. But
do you have a mentor?
Yeah.
You do?
I got one, but there's a lot of people that inspire me, I guess, but one main mentor, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think about mentors or mentorship?
I think it's important if you want to move up in life, you have to have a mentor, somebody that is telling you the truth with just not surface level, Yeah, it can be people that are on your level, but they have to want the best for you out of love. You can't move forward in life with the same sort of mentality as your friends. There has to be a separation. And all of my friends we can move up in life, definitely. But we need somebody there to say, hey, like, you're not good at photography, you're actually quite whack. Like you're bad. Like you need to improve. Like try this, watch this. Like there's people in your life that'll tell you you're bad, but there's people who will tell you you're bad and show you the solution. That's what a mentorship is. It's like identifying that there is an issue, not just leaving you there as broken, but saying, hey, this is how you fix it.
Yeah.
That's what's key about mentorship, because all of us are broken in life to a degree. We all have a fault. And having someone that, like, if we all kind of do collective self-interest where I help you, you help her, you help me, like we all help each other on the broken things, eventually everybody becomes a little bit more awesome, because my brokenness isn't always yours. So we kind of fill in the gaps, and eventually we build a foundation that's very, very kind of like strong. So that's what mentorship gives you, other than just like basic level friendship. Because like, you know, we say these things, so we can get to places on time, we can get to let's get to the club on time. Your hair looks cute, but your hair doesn't look cute. You look bad to that. Do you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, you need someone to say, no, you actually look bad right now. Change your wig. Like it's change. So,
it's okay.
Yeah, like, it's like, hey, I care about you right now. You're not doing yourself justice. You can do better. So having someone that tells you that, like, with love, and actually violence, like, cuts you apart to show you that you're not as good as you think you are, but you can be better. That was key for me. Like, I thought it was great until I met my mentor, and I realized I was great. I just wasn't that. It was just a thought. Now I get to really bring it to fruition. So yeah, mentorship's big, very big, very imperative. Like if you really want to move, you have to be the smallest in the room.
I think, like you said, that it's just about that person realizing that, look, you have the potential, but you know, don't, you know, to like focus on the potential because you're not there yet. It's just potential. You actually need to go into it.
That's the actions. There's a lot of people who look full but are not full, nor do they know how to be filled. Like,
so when you heard of the Young Achievers group, what came to mind? What were you thinking?
I think it's I can't think much of it. I think it's a good idea. I think it's something that's needed. It's good that you guys are doing that. I remember over one summer I went and spent the summer in Hackney with some kids, like, doing the same sort of stuff. Just speak to them, just spend the day with them, so that they can feel inspired enough that they want to achieve. And if that can be more prominent around, you know, that's very key. You know, because I don't know, if there's things I wish I knew the importance of when I was younger. You know, I was that joke in the classroom, but if I just put maybe more time to certain things, or I'd be much more powerful now. So yeah, you can make that impact into such platforms. It's a big
from a young age as well.
That's
key.
Yeah, we have less to lose then. Now we have more to lose. So you can change minds and change hearts. Then it's the best place to do it.
Definitely.
So you guys are doing a great thing.
Thank you.
So
so how would you describe success, or what is success to you?
Okay, success for me has always been changing. I think my set definition now would be an ever-returning happiness. Success. Yeah, so get to a place of fulfillment, which doesn't mean money, or just means you're in a place where you are satisfied. Like I'm not, I won't say content as in complacent, but very like, I'm good, and I know that tomorrow I'm going to be happy. Even if I don't have a good day, I'm going to be happy. And I know that at some point in the thing, I'm going to say back, yeah, it's been a good day. That's success for me. Being able to do that and share it with people, being in a position to share it is success for me. And I know that I'll be successful when I can walk into a room and I may not be identified, but I know that, hey, like, everybody in this room may have had a touch with me, like on my heart, an experience like that. That's for me success right now, I think. So wealth, not riches, but real kind of wealth and value. Value. So yeah, success for me.
Okay. So just to round up, what would you say are your top 3 keys to success? Just for you know young people that are listening, just to inspire them to be successful.
I think be aware of, okay, so opportunities won't find you, but they're always there, so you have to be open to them. So I think always be receptive to your environment. As humans, we're built as responders. So the quicker you can get something going when there's an opportunity, the more successful you can be in that opportunity. So just be very receptive, have your ears to the ground. I'd say, so that's number 1. Number two is be giving. I think, yeah, give. Anything you have in excess, give. Because you don't know when you will need. That's very imperative. So plant seeds everywhere. So just plant seeds everywhere you can, because one day there's a day that we all need something that we just don't have. Maybe we didn't think we didn't have it. And for that seed to grow at that perfect moment is what life's about. For me, that's big. So that's so give. I'll say give. And then the third one is strategize. So plan, structure. Something I never did before, but it's changed my life. So structure your life out. Get a notepad and carry a notepad around you. Like I carry 3 notepads with me all the time. But
3?
Yeah. It's just like,
3 to
different ideas. Like I split ideas. So write things down. There's an action that your brain activates when you put your things together. Animals can't do this. Yeah, animals just can't put the things together. So this actually activates the other side of your brain for memory retention. So by you just picking up a pen and writing stuff down, it triggers a different type of thinking. Much rather than just be on your phone. So I'd say strategize and actually write things down. Envision what you want. Write things down. Envision. So I think that's my third one.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. That's been amazing. So we hope you guys have been inspired by Josiah's story, which was just amazing. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and
Subscribe.